It's creamy, it's comforting, and it's usually, frankly, kind of boring. Today, we're taking the creamed greens off the sidelines. We're ditching the spinach for earthy kale, and we're elevating the whole dish by mastering one of the French mother sauces, Bechamel. Welcome back, I'm Ron the Cook. We are deep into winter side dish season, and today we're tackling creamed kale. Now, why kale instead of spinach? Kale has a sturdier texture and an earthy flavor that stands up to the heaviness of the cream. But the real secret to this dish isn't the magical vegetable, it's the technique. We aren't just gonna saute some wild greens with heavy cream. We have to start by prepping the kale. We're building a velvety, rich bechamel, and we're topping it with a delectable, crunchy, garlicky rye crouton. Step one is managing all of this kale. We've got 1 pound of chopped green kale, and we're gonna throw it into some boiling salted water, not too heavily salted because we're gonna be seasoning as we go. We're only throwing the kale into the boiling water for 30 seconds. The reason we're only blanching the kale for 30 seconds is we wanna bring out that color and get it barely cooked. We just wanna break the outer cellulose level. And then you wanna shock it in ice water as quickly as possible. Cool it down. If we just saute these raw, they will release a ton of water into our bechamel, ruining the sauce, making it watery. And by the time you cook out all of that water, you're left with kale mush. Now this right here is one of the most important parts of the recipe. Take our kale and squeeze the ever-loving daylights out of it. Get as much liquid out as you can. Look how much water came out of that. Now we prep our crunch factor, the rye croutons. So we have 2 cloves of garlic here. I'm gonna give them a quick smash. And our bread. This is the rye bread that I made in a previous video, link in the description. We're gonna leave the crust on and cut into 1/2-inch cubes. Turn. You're looking for about a cup of rye croutons. Now, if you don't have rye in hand, you can also use some beautiful sourdough. Just do the exact same technique I'm doing here. Starting with 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter. Throw in our crushed garlic. We crush the garlic because we're going to take this out before we add in our croutons. We just want to flavor our butter. Once your garlic starts to brown, pull it out and add in your croutons. Now be real gentle here. You don't want to break up your croutons. Getting these crispy is going to take 4 to 5 minutes. I'm going to season them with a little bit of salt and some fresh mixed peppercorns. Don't forget to taste your croutons. Perfectly crunchy on the outside, but a little soft right in the center. And now, the star of the show, Bechamel. It's one of the 5 mother sauces, and it's the basis for mac and cheese, a creamy lasagna, and our creamed greens. And it starts with a roux, equal parts butter and flour. We're melting 3 tablespoons of butter. And we want to do this on a medium heat. You don't want to brown your butter. Now we're going to add in our flour and stir. We only need to cook it for maybe 1 or 2 minutes. We're looking for a blonde roux. We don't want much color whatsoever. There we are. Now we're going to slowly add in our room temp milk. You'll see it to start to thicken almost immediately. This is 1 cup of whole milk. Turn down our heat. We want a low simmer. Now we're going to add in 1/2 cup of 1/2 Make it extra creamy. Once all of our dairy's in, just let it simmer nice and gently. Bechamel is nothing without seasoning, so we're going to add a teaspoon of salt, some fresh ground mixed peppercorns. This is white, black, and pink. And the secret ingredient to bechamel, fresh grated nutmeg. You want about a 1/4 teaspoon. Stir all that in. You really want to develop this flavor. The nutmeg adds that holiday winter spice. It just gives you that warming feeling as you eat it. It feels homey. Now we're going to mix in our greens. Just a little bit at a time. Mix your first batch in, fold it all in, a little bit more. The little bit of water that's left in your kale is going to start to release. If it doesn't, don't be afraid to just add just a touch more milk or cream. Look at that beautiful green color. You only want to cook this for about 3 to 5 minutes depending on how small you cut your kale. Now before you serve, don't forget, you have to taste it. Creamy, peppery, with a touch more salt. I started with a teaspoon, so I'm going to add another half a teaspoon to this dish. Now let's plate up. Look how rich and velvety that looks. We can't forget our croutons. Now, the final taste. My goodness. Creamy, crunchy, a hint of garlic, that beautiful nutmeg. The texture is outstanding. The kale still has some bite to it. The sauce is rich. The nutmeg cuts through all of that fattiness. And those incredible rye croutons, savory, earthy crunch. This is leagues ahead of your frozen block of cream spinach. Give this recipe a try at your next holiday gathering or Sunday roast. Full recipes in the description below. If you love this technique and you loved how your dish came out, hit that thumbs up, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next Sunday Side Dish Winter Edition.